Have you ever wondered what it would be like to experience the golden age of rail travel? A time when windows were bigger, scenery more plentiful, and service friendlier. What was it like to be a car attendant when real food was served, first class meant first class, and the best seat in the house was in the dome car? I certainly don't have a time machine, but when I decided to volunteer on the Adirondack Railroad, the eventful run sure brought me back to the days of the 20th Century Limited. Let's spend a day on the Adirondack, only on North Country trains. My day starts at 6:55 a.m. as I capture a westbound stack train from my hotel window. Several inches of snow were expected overnight, but only a few ended up falling in Utica. An hour later and I was at the station, ready for action. That action, following a quick shot of CSX train M367, turned out to be icing the drinks down in former Norfolk Southern car number 45, the Mississippi. I'm not used to this kind of job at all, and I found a more suitable job later on, not before exploring the train and capturing some passing CSX freights. This is a beautiful car. Originally, I believe, Norfolk and Western, then owned by Norfolk Southern on their business trains, and now it's here on the Adirondack Railroad. A great first-class venue. There's another one just like it on the north end of the train, or the north side of this car, I should say. But let's head further south in the consist. The former Amtrak Heritage Diner recently donated to the Adirondack serves as a great crew area as well as, well, a diner. Well guys, I think this is a pretty good view if you ask me of the CSX main line. I'm not getting cold, I'm not getting covered in the snow, and we got a train right around the corner. I'm just awaiting further instructions because I really don't know what to do on this particular train, mostly because this is a sort of a special run with a variety of services, variety of classes. Out of Tupper Lake will be much more simple, I believe, most of the time, because they just don't have the capacity and staff to run this kind of train out of 3 destinations, not even really 2, but Utica, Thandera, and Tupper Lake is where you can ride the Adirondack Railroad in 2023. I also want to say too, look at these windows. So much better than Amtrak. Like if you think, oh, Amtrak's boring, you can't see anything. Well, these windows, and these are the small, like some of the smallest windows on the train. Great view of the stunning Adirondack scenery that you could find on the Adirondack division. Wow, almost missed that Mac. That snuck up on me. ES 44 DPU. No clue what this is. Possibly a late 017. Because I don't think 115 would be this long. So I'm going to say 017. Once again, a great place to train watch. The thing I love about the Adirondack Railroad is they strongly embrace the New York Central heritage of both their equipment and their line. Even in these X, N, and W cars, and especially on their New York Central inspired painted equipment. I see the RS-18s up here. 3573 X-Canadian National M420 will be powering our train today. X Green Bay and Western, I believe, 313, now Adirondack 2400, may be used for clearing the line ahead, but I'm not sure what's going on with that yet. It turned out that the 2400 had experienced a moderate issue that day and was not able to be used at all. I'll get back to what we did about needing extra power in a minute. First, let's check out the dome car. Love the old New York Central signs. Here we are in probably my favorite car on the Adirondack Railroad, the dome car. This is a fairly new car. I believe it came around in 2020. And there's the end. I love these ex-Union Pacific domes because you can enjoy the view from the back quite easily. Unlike the stupid Amtrak cars where they won't even let you back there. So yeah, this is like, they call this like diamond class. This is like true luxury for scenic rail travel, for any rail travel. And here we are in the dome. Fortunately, it's a little wet today on the window, a lot of water on the window. There's 017 hitting the defect detector. So yeah, I would love to ride up here. Not sure if I'll get a chance though. And also, being 6'1" makes walking around on these trains a little hard. I have to stoop nonstop. Another stack train coming through. Upper level of the dome car. May have to cut out the music. So because of the conditions, literally CSX and Amtrak were struggling last night, we are getting a Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern unit to ensure we have enough power to make it to Remsen up the grade in these conditions. Because the 2400, as usual, being dumb, and I won't go into what happened, but yeah, 2400 looks great, not working great. So we're gonna go see what's going on up here. While waiting for the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern to inform the crew of the plan, the engineer and brakeman tested one of the most important functions of the 3573, the sander, definitely needed in conditions such as these. It's now 50 minutes until departure, and the crew has been told to head over to the MANN shops to pick up their unit. After releasing the handbrake, away they go to pick up the MHWA 2456. So we're waiting for first class passengers to get sent down here, and we'll have them board. And so this is the diner, the kind of the crew car as well. And these NS cars are the first class cars, so we'll just send them up this way. And who knows, maybe another freight will come by. I've already seen about half a dozen. We're pulling out in 9 minutes. 3573 departing Utica, 5 minutes after 11. Not bad considering they had to grab a second unit from the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern. I was hoping it was going to be 2042. It's one of the C425s instead, but I'm glad we got the second unit because these conditions are some of the worst to deal with on the railroad. Rolling through the connection where the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern and CSX, when they're dropping cars, can connect to the Chicago line. But we're going up the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern Lyons Falls line. But we're only going to Remsen, where the Adirondack, former New York Central Adirondack Division, splits off and continues north, formerly to Montreal, now only to Lake Placid, or now only to Tupper Lake, and the rest of the line to Lake Placid was torn up. Out of Utica, and now we're making track speed. We're almost track speed. Rolling over yet another truss bridge and across Interstate 90. Yes, I love trains. I've been doing videos about trains, and no, I still can't walk straight on a train. Rolling over 90 right here. Throughway. Man, I love how big these windows are, and these aren't even that big compared to the other cars. Amtrak windows are so bad, you know? These windows are great. We've got a good run ahead of us with a couple of good units on the front. By good, I mean not 2,400. Look at these windows. I tell you, Norfolk and Western and Union Pacific really knew how to make some great passenger cars. Okay, we're slowing to a stop. I hope that ice buildup on the NU cable of the dome car didn't cause any problems. Because I don't think we're in Remsen yet. And we just cut the slack. I don't know what's going on. Our train had hit a tree branch, and this short stop was merely to remove it from the plow. This wouldn't be our only encounter with the tree, as you'll soon see. Okay, we're on the move again. I finally made it up here to the front of the train. .2456. They'll lead our train south. Rocketing up the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern. That right there is why we're stopped. We wouldn't want to hit that, and it's a good thing we stopped ahead. 2456 providing assistant power. We are following a crossing, but there's nothing we can do about it. This is our priority, clearing the line. I'm on the crew lounge car, sort of. I'm not going to be out here when we're moving, but as seeing as we're stopped, I don't see there's any harm. Look at that. The marker light is on there. Remsen. We're cutting our own path here on the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern Lyons Falls line. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I've come to a conclusion. The Norfolk and Western cars are better ride than the UP Dome. But you don't get this view. It's a great view. I should probably move so I don't block the passengers' view, but yeah, look at that. Milepost 17 from Utica.
Here it comes, everybody. The Cincinnati Creek waterfall.
Okay, I'm at my first class boarding post. We are rolling into Remsen, and I'm gonna be helping people detrain, deboard, unboard, not unboard. I am having a lapse in vocabulary here. Now we're coming into Remsen proper. the goofy painted on windows. This is the equipment that came from the Utica Children's Museum. Number 25, RSD4, RSD5, I forget. Okay, everybody's off the train. We're going to the end. We're gonna look for garbage. We're gonna clean things up. Then we're gonna head back to watch the runaround. No one was in this car today. Looking great. I'm watching for the locomotives coming up to do their runaround. I'd like to grab some video of that. Ex-Canadian National car. Everything is bilingual. All the signs, the original signs. NS43. These NS cars gotta be my favorite cars on the railroad. Okay, everyone's back on board here at Remsen Depot. Just waiting to close up this door. I'm not even sure why it's open. We are just south of Snow Junction, where the Mohawk, Adirondack, and Northern branches off from the New York Central, now Adirondack Railroad. Here's Railroad Rambler and his dog filming us heading out. And I'll probably be on his video waving now. Wonder if he's gonna chase us. We'll find out. Heading out of Remsen, onwards to Utica. back into Utica after an eventful cabin fever run to Remsen. If you want to see the train going by, check out Railroad Rambler's video. And if you're watching this, you've already seen mine. And we've made it back to Utica. Back where we started on the platform. What a run. What a run. Okay, now that everybody's off and we're not in a rush, well, we sort of are, because we gotta run around the locomotives. I can show you guys how this works. So this, we drop down like that. And then this, we just goes like that. And that's good. Okay, there we go. Ready for the runaround. we go. If you've made it this far, please hit the like button, and thanks for following along my day on the Adirondack Railroad. Come ride the Adirondack this summer, and subscribe for more Adirondack videos and updates.